What's up, YouTube, and welcome to our new house. What's up, you guys, and welcome to the new series, Christian Girl Diaries. It's your girl, Destiny Alexis, and today we're making a video out of my home office. As you guys know, or if you don't know, I actually run an online nail supply store called Des Alexis, and I sell all of your nail product needs, and I also have like some DIY lashes and things like that too. So anyway, we just moved into our new house, and this is the setup so far of the office. I love it. Of course, my inventory is going to go here. I have a bunch of inventory there, and I have a lot of inventory in our garage. So we have finally unpacked. It is the first official week living in the house, and most of our furniture has been, put in place. We got some new pieces delivered that we have put up in the hallway. Today, we actually have to go to our first home, which was our last rental property. The house that we just moved from, we actually have to go there to do some cleaning. So today, that's what this day is dedicated for. We actually moved out about a month early to live here. And so everything here is set up. Now we're going to go there and we're going to clean. But I want to show you guys around. I kind of showed you some pieces of the house throughout the week. Here is this beautiful mirror that we usually have in our living room, but I decided to put it in my room. And yeah, let's show you around. So now that I've showed you guys the house, let's get back into the motion of creating, showing up, being consistent, and being all that God has called us to be, right? So for the longest time, I battled with trying to figure out if I was doing it right? Like, I have a business, I show up on social media, but initially I was so consumed by building the business that I completely forgot that it's not about the business. It's about God using the business as an opportunity to allow people to get to know Him. And for a while, I actually lost sight of that. And to be honest, it took a toll on me. It took a toll on my lifestyle. Well, my life at one point, from a standpoint of like just who I felt like I was, right? Like, I started to lose sight of who I was in God and who God says I am. And certain things and obstacles will come your way, but you have to remember to never lose sight of who God says that you are, and never put your validation or your priorities into materialistic things that are temporary here, right? Don't focus so much on the now. Focus on God, because ultimately with God, whatever you focus on and focusing on Him will lead you to where He needs you to be anyway. And so for so long, I tried to put matters in my own hands. I tried to do everything myself. I tried to literally just plan out my life because I thought that I had to take control. And that is a common misconception with a lot of people, where we think that if we don't do it, no one's going to do it for us. But at the end of the day, God says He's going to do it for us. And if you lean in Him, you lean on Him, you trust in Him, He says He will guide your steps. The whole mission of She Is Guided is literally rooted in Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6. And if you know that scripture, you know that it says not to lean on your own understanding, not to believe you have it all figured out, not to think that you're wise enough to know all of the next steps, because you don't. But if you trust in God, you lean in Him and not your own understanding, then He will guide your path. He will make straight your path. And so you can feel like your path is just going all over the place. It's making a lot of loops and turns. It could be feeling like you're going on a detour. It could feel like you've been trying for so long, you don't see any results. You don't see what you're looking for. You don't see the results that you're looking for, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't go unnoticed with God. And truthfully, I'm so happy for the time that I've taken away from business. I'm so happy for the time that I've taken away to just put my priorities back in place. You know, I made a lot of necessary changes, a lot of hard changes too recently, where it was like, okay, yes, I have a business, but ultimately my family comes first. Yes, I have a business, but ultimately my son comes first. And that's not to say that the business doesn't need to run or it's not running or whatever the case may be, but me being the sole operator of my business is never going to be what God called me to do. God ultimately is the one who is my business partner. He's the one who makes all the decisions. I just follow through, right? And if there's ever any resistance for any reason, 9 times out of 10 is because I'm trying to do things in my own way. I'm trying to do things in my own strength. I'm not relying on him. And when I tell you guys, for the last few years, I had been caught up in literally just the cycle of feeling like I had all the answers for me. Feeling like I knew the next business decision to make. Feeling like if I didn't make sales or if I didn't make the, amount of money I wanted to make, that I was doing something wrong, that it was me who should just be working harder and work, and then it'll be a payoff, and then all of the work will pay off. But ultimately, I realized it doesn't matter how hard you work. If God doesn't want something to work for you or work in the way that you're trying to make it work, it's not going to happen. And I feel like I have been refined in this season. I feel like I've been redirected. I feel like I've been made new. And I'm so happy about our new move, because we're happier in general as a family being here. And it's so hard to understand why, but definitely when you're in a space where you're not inspired, you're not motivated, you don't feel like doing anything, you don't want to go anywhere, it can be hard. And yeah, we had just recently got married. We've been married for 6 months, and this season has been a little bit of a trying period, but God is faithful. And so in every way, God has just been leading us and directing us, and I'm happy to see what this season brings. And I'm happy for you guys to go on the journey with us, and especially our new home and all that's to come, and putting God first and everything, and showing up and sharing life. Part of the reason why I wanted to start a Christian Diary series or a Christian Girl series or just showing up as a Christian woman is because sometimes you don't know what that looks like if you don't see it. Sometimes you don't feel comfortable walking out your faith because you don't necessarily have that example, or you don't have someone that you can look to who you feel like you can relate to. And so for me, I see a lot of Christian creators or a lot of content creators who show up and they show out every day, and that's how I want to be. And I love the messages I get from you all. It keeps me going. And so showing up is a priority for me, because not only is it a way for me to share my life, to encourage others, but it's an opportunity for me to let people into a glimpse of what it's like to have faith and live a righteous life with God and walk with God every single day. And it's not perfect, but God is guiding you, and God is building you. God is building me. He's guiding me. And so yeah, I'm happy, I'm relieved, I'm excited. I'm finally unpacked. I have to put up one more thing in my room and put up all of my inventory, which will take just a little bit of time. But I'm so happy to see where this next season is going. And if you like vlogs, I'll be doing more vlogs. If you know that I started my channel vlogging, you also know that I've recently made the shift to do more encouraging talks and things like that. And so that's where my heart is, encouraging people, whether it be through vlogs or whether it be through talking. And so, of course, I'm going to do a lot of both. But welcome to the journey. Welcome to the season, becoming her with God, and just living out the life that God has called me to live. And I hope that it's encouraging to you. So welcome to the new season. Welcome to the new life. God, thank you for everything. God gets all the glory. And I'm so happy for this new season. My family and I are so happy for all that's to come. So we love you, and we'll see you in the next video.